Joining us now on the Megacast is Joan Baert. She's the Executive Director of the Lakes Area Community Coalition. Joan, thanks for being with us today.
Hi, Tyler. Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate having you on. So first off, if you can just give us an introduction to the Lakes Area Community Coalition and some of the work that you do in Lower Michigan.
Sure, you bet. We are a nonprofit focused on preventing youth substance use and addiction. We serve the Lakes area, which is really the boundaries of Walled Lake Consolidated School District. We serve the communities of Wixom, Walled Lake, Wolverine Lake, and Commerce Township. And we are focused, as I said, on preventing youth substance use, which leads to addiction. We know that when kids try drugs and alcohol early on, they are more likely to become addicted. So we work on preventing the onset of substance use in young people. And then we work on providing supports, building protective factors around kids so that they're less likely to turn to drugs and alcohol as a means of support. We work on building protective factors around kids so they have other alternatives and other healthy things to do with their lives, and they can live healthy, thriving lives as adults in our community.
So we've talked so much over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic about the ways that the pandemic and the stressors that arise from it have affected drug and alcohol use and misuse among the adult population. How has that affected our younger population, our children and our teens in particular?
It's really interesting. COVID definitely had a huge impact in kind of two different dimensions. What we've seen from our data, both locally that we've collected and county and national wide as well, in some ways, substance use and use went down. Alcohol use is down primarily because it was a social activity that kids were doing in groups. And when kids weren't gathering in groups to use alcohol with their friends, similarly vaping as a social activity in the schools, we saw those numbers trending down. Now that we are opened back up, those numbers we expect will kind of tick back up as kids are back in those social situations. So we want to encourage kids in social situations to not depend on drugs and alcohol or not use that as an activity that they're doing with friends, find other healthier activities. The other thing that we've seen, though, is kids who experience more mental health challenges during the pandemic and isolation were more likely in some cases to access drugs in their home, access alcohol, cannabis, prescription medications in their home, and misuse those while they were in isolation and while they were dealing with serious mental health concerns. So one of our education pieces we've been working on with families is to secure all cannabis products, all alcohol in the home so the kids can't get to it. Likewise, prescription medications should be monitored and kept secure in the home where children are and where teens and young adults are.
We're joined by Joan Baert, the Executive Director of the Lakes Area Community Coalition on the Megacast. More information can be found on lakesareacc.org, lakesareacc.org. To get involved and find some more information, give us some oversight, an overview on what sort of resources are available through your organization for parents that may be concerned about their kids or for kids that may have realize that they've developed an issue with some of these different substances and want to take some steps themselves.
Yeah, our website, lakesareacc.org, is really a great starting point for resources, both for families, for kids. We have a resources tab at the top of the website, and in it, parents will find and young people will find a whole panel of different topics. You can find information about each substance. There's a tab that really will give parents some information about, I'm concerned about my child, I don't know what to do next. There are some great web resources that we have on there. Additionally, we offer, as a coalition, we offer two different support groups. One for young people online on Thursday nights. It's a Smart Recovery. The name Smart Recovery is a little bit deceiving. It's really for young people who are experiencing any addictive behaviors and would like some support in coping with cravings and urges, behaviors that they think are not their best choice. So it's a youth support group for young people only, 14 to 18. And that meets virtually on Thursday nights. We also offer an adult support group through our partnership with our faith community in the Lakes area. And it is called Hope and it meets on Thursday nights at the Market Street Church Community Center in Walled Lake. And that has been a great, again, support group for parents or for adults that have dealt with issues or would like some support around substance use in their family. We are a prevention organization. We're not a treatment. So these are support groups only, and they're a great way for people struggling with issues to connect and find mutual support and find resources elsewhere in the community. But our mission is really focused on the prevention side before we get to the place of needing that support. How can we, really wrap around our kids and have healthy communities from the outset?
LakesAreaCC.org is their website. For more information, we're joined by the executive director of the Lakes Area Community Coalition, Joan Baert, on the Megacast. You have an event coming up in September. It's called Make a Move. It's a 5K trail ride. Tell us about this event and what is the goal coming out of this event in terms of what your organization wants to accomplish or accomplish because of Make a Move.
Yeah, you bet. We're really excited about this event this year for a couple different reasons. For the last 2 years, we hosted just the trail ride on the Michigan Airline Trail, which was new to our community. And it actually was a great event to do during pandemic. We were outside, we had the whole trail to use, and it was wonderful. This year, we are continuing the trail ride as an option, and you can register for the trail ride, but you can also register for a 5K if you'd like to do a run or a walk 5K. That will be within the city of Wixom city limits, but starting at the trail at the same point. And we are partnering this year with the Wixom Downtown Development Authority and the city of Wixom in partnership with their block party, which is an annual event that they host downtown. So yes, this event is on Saturday, September 10th. That's just over 2 weeks out. And our event starts about 10:30. We're going to have a warm-up activity. We're going to have some speakers in recovery, kind of remind us why prevention is so important. And those stories of recovery inspire us to work hard for prevention in the community. Then we will get our trail ride, our 10-mile trail ride riders started and off on the trail right around 11:15. Our 5K will start at 11:30. As people are coming back to Sibley Park, where we are starting and ending, we will be offering a free Narcan training for anyone in the community. Narcan or naloxone is an intranasal overdose reversal drug that is great to have out in the community. We know with the opioid epidemic, and we know with so much fentanyl polluting the prescription drugs on the black market, we know that having access to life-saving medication like naloxone will save lives. So we're going to do a free Narcan training. Anyone is welcome to participate in that. It's only about 15 minutes and you leave with a Narcan kit. And then we will hand out our awards and our raffle prizes for all of our participants. About 12:30, we'll do another naloxone training at 12:45. And then the block party continues on until 5 p.m. There will be music on 2 stages, one where we are after our event is done and one on the west end of the downtown area. There will be games, there will be face painting and activities for kids, lots of stuff going on downtown. So we're excited to sort of kick off the block party and partner with the Downtown Development Authority and hopefully bring awareness and a really positive, healthy activity to the greater Lakes area.
Well, Joan, we appreciate having you on. We have a couple more minutes with you before we'll need to say goodbye. I want to give you an opportunity to talk about some of the ways kids can get involved, particularly with your Youth Action Board.
Yeah, we host a youth coalition or a youth group that we really seek to develop positive student leaders from the Walled Lake School District. It is open to any young person in middle or high school in any of our Walled Lake schools or any of the parochial or private schools in the nearby area. And we meet monthly out in the community. We partner with another nonprofit, Words of Hope for Life, and we use their space, which is called The Rail. And it's in downtown, it's on Maple Road, just to the east of downtown Walled Lake. And we meet out there, and then we do lots of things around messaging from youth for youth. So getting kids to identify ways in which they might be positive peer influences. They have an Instagram feed that they curate constantly with messaging to peers. They're working on a podcast this year to really get some good information, reliable information from kids to kids. And the adults sort of guide their work, but we also really listen to what they are saying. And they really are the ones who know the challenges kids are facing and the access points kids have to substances. So the adults in the coalition really rely on our youth leaders. So if you know of any young people in the Lakes area that would like to be involved, our website, again, lakesareacc.org, has a youth tab. And Nikki is our Youth Action Board leader. You can text her for more information anytime, and her number is on the website. So we love to empower kids to be leaders in their schools, and we need them to inform the work of the adults that hopefully can have a positive influence on shaping their lives.
Well, Judy, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being on the show, Joan.
You are welcome. Thanks so much for having me.